Hello everyone. Have you ever wondered why education is not just about remembering facts, but also about developing attitudes and practical skills? That is the idea behind Bloom's taxonomy. Today, we will understand the three domains of learning and see how they help educators design meaningful learning experiences and effective assessments. Learning occurs in three interconnected domains. The cognitive domain focuses on thinking and knowledge. The affective domain develops attitudes, values, and emotions. The psychomotor domain emphasizes physical skills, coordination, and performance. Together, these three domains ensure complete and balanced learning. Bloom's taxonomy has evolved over time. In 1956, the cognitive domain was introduced by Benjamin Bloom and his colleagues. The affective domain was later developed by David Krathwohl and colleagues in 1964. The psychomotor domain was proposed by Simpson in 1972 and later refined by Dave and Harrow. In 2001, Anderson and Krathwohl revised the cognitive domain to better reflect modern educational practice. The cognitive domain follows a hierarchy of increasing complexity. Learning begins with remembering facts, progresses to understanding concepts, applying knowledge, analyzing information, evaluating evidence, and finally creating new ideas or solutions. Each higher level builds upon mastery of the previous level. The revised cognitive taxonomy introduced important changes. The category names were changed from nouns to action verbs. Knowledge became remember, comprehension became understand, synthesis became create, and create was placed at the highest level of the hierarchy. This revision encourages active learning and measurable educational outcomes. Each cognitive level can be linked with suitable assessment methods. Remembering can be assessed using multiple choice questions. Understanding may be evaluated with short answers or explanations. Application is tested through problem solving. Analysis involves comparing and interpreting information. Evaluation requires critical judgment, while creation is assessed through projects, research, or designing new solutions. The affective domain describes how attitudes and values develop over time. Learners first receive information, then respond to it, begin to value it, organize their values into a consistent system, and finally internalize these values so they become a natural part of their character and behavior. The affective domain can be viewed in two broad stages. External engagement involves participation, discussion, respect for others, and willingness to respond. Internal character reflects the development of personal values, ethical decision making, professionalism, and lifelong commitment. This progression transforms knowledge into responsible behavior. The psychomotor domain focuses on learning practical skills through physical performance. It includes coordination, precision, speed, manipulation, and the ability to perform tasks accurately. This domain is particularly important in clinical practice, laboratory work, nursing procedures, and surgical training. The psychomotor diagnostic matrix compares the three major classifications of the psychomotor domain proposed by Harrow, Simpson, and Dave. Harrow's taxonomy begins with reflex movements and progresses through basic movements, perceptual abilities, physical abilities, skilled movements, and finally non-verbal communication. Simpson's taxonomy emphasizes skill acquisition from perception and set to guided response, mechanism, complex overt response, adaptation, and origination. Dave's taxonomy presents a simpler progression from imitation to manipulation, precision, articulation, and finally naturalization, where the skill becomes automatic and effortless. Although these taxonomies use different levels, they all describe the gradual progression from observing a skill to performing it independently with accuracy, coordination, and mastery. Psychomotor outcomes in practice can be explained as three steps. The first includes reflex and fundamental movements, which form the foundation of motor development. and include basic actions such as posture, balance, and simple body movements. The second category includes perceptual and physical abilities, where learners develop coordination, strength, speed, endurance, and the ability to respond accurately to sensory information. The third category includes skilled and non discursive movements. Skilled movements involve performing complex procedures with precision, coordination, and confidence, while non discursive movements include expressive actions such as communication through facial expressions, gestures, and body language. Together, these outcomes enable healthcare professionals to perform clinical procedures safely, efficiently, and competently. True learning occurs when all three domains are integrated. Knowledge from the cognitive domain, attitudes from the affective domain, and skills from the psychomotor domain work together to produce competent healthcare professionals. Effective teaching should therefore address all three domains rather than focusing only on theoretical knowledge. The architectural rules for instructional design provide practical guidance for educators. Learning objectives should begin with clear action verbs rather than vague terms. Assessments must be aligned with the intended learning outcomes. Finally, teaching methods should match both the objectives and the assessments, ensuring constructive alignment and meaningful learning. To summarize, Bloom's taxonomy provides a structured framework for learning by integrating the cognitive, affective, and psychomotor domains. It guides educators in developing appropriate learning objectives, selecting effective teaching methods, and designing meaningful assessments. By addressing knowledge, attitudes, and practical skills together, Bloom's taxonomy helps produce competent, ethical, and skilled professionals. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.